All right, we're going to be looking at this exercise 4.4 in this HSE workbook for grade 10s. The first thing that we're going to look at is doing an equilateral triangle over here. They've given you a side. You're going to take your pair of compasses. You're going to extend that out to that length. And you're going to draw an arc round. Nice arc, construction line arc. Take it to the other side. Draw a construction line arc around. And where it intersects at the top there, you can now draw in a line from there up to that intersection of the two arcs, and from there down to there. Right, there's your equilateral triangle. The next one that they ask you to do, they've asked you to do a pentagon. The pentagon is a 5-sided object. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see a little bit better. You are going to take your pair of compasses. You are going to set them to the length of that side. You are going to draw a circle. It's in construction lines. You're going to draw another circle in construction lines, very, very light lines. I'm doing it very dark so that you can see this. And you're going to draw a final circle, putting the point of the compass at the intersection of those two arcs, and just go all the way around like that. Right, once you've got that in place, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a perpendicular bisector in a construction line, going from that arc, from those intersection of those two arcs, up to that intersection of those two arcs. That'll give you a perpendicular bisector going straight up there. That perpendicular bisector is going to go through that point over there where this arc cuts through that perpendicular bisector. That point over there, I'm going to label it A. All right? You're going to come down over here. I'm going to call that B over there. And that point over there, C, where the arcs are intersecting. I'm going to take a line going from B through A and up to that circle over there. I'm going to take a line from C through A being the intersection of that arc and that perpendicular bisector. Please don't put it through where the line and the perpendicular bisector are. Make sure it's at the arc and the perpendicular bisector. That's where A is. Once I've got that point, I can now draw a line which should be exactly 72 degrees and exactly the same length as your original side. Okay, so that side over there is going to be the same as that length. Why? Because I've got that circle over there and it's the same radius in both directions, and the same goes for that line over there. Right. Lastly, I need to find that top point over there. My pair of compasses is still set to that same radius. I go up to that point over there and I make an arc on that perpendicular bisector. If I've worked accurately, I should find that my arc will match up perfectly on that perpendicular bisector, and I will have a perfect pentagon drawn over here. Right, that's the pentagon done.